What's up? My breakfast smoothie has double the fiber eaten by the average American. It's packed with items from multiple different food groups, and it contains ingredients that you'd rarely find in traditional smoothies. But it's this nutrient variety that makes it such a nutritional powerhouse, and it's why I consume it 6 days a week along with my steel-cut oatmeal. And with that alone, I've met nearly all of my daily micronutrient goals. So what are the key elements for a nutrient-diverse smoothie? How exactly do I make my breakfast smoothie? And what metrics are useful when analyzing a smoothie's nutritional content? Well, let's get into it! Traditionally, smoothies are made with fruit and water. Some even add fiber-depleted juices too, and others throw in supplements like refined protein powder. But it's quite rare for smoothies to venture outside this realm. Now, green smoothies have become popular lately, but still for the vast majority of smoothies, you're consuming only one food group: fruit. And while fruit is healthy, when you just consume one food group alone, you don't get a lot of nutrient diversity. That's why my morning breakfast smoothie quadruples this with 4 different food groups and 1 daily supplement. So here's what those food groups look like. Fruits. Filled with a variety of antioxidants, they provide the smoothie with really good flavor. I found that bananas are a great foundational piece, and then I add on frozen berries on top of that. Greens. The most nutrient-dense food group skipped by most Americans. I found that both kale and bok choy are great ingredients to add to a smoothie because they don't really taint the flavor. And they're also cruciferous vegetables, so they have special anti-cancer compounds. Seeds. Healthy fats within seeds help aid absorption of key nutrients and vitamins. I like to go with hemp, chia, or flaxseed because of their high omega-3 content. Beans. A whole food way to pack in protein, fiber, and minerals. I prefer this over refined protein powders, which commonly contain heavy metals and contaminants. Supplements. I add my daily supplement to the smoothie each morning. That's vitamin B12, vitamin D3, and EPA/DHA, which are omega-3s. I find these to be difficult to consume when eating a whole foods plant-based diet, so this supplement is the remedy. So now that the key food groups have been defined, let's hop into the kitchen and make my morning breakfast smoothie. So the first thing I start off with is 1 raw banana. If you want the smoothie colder, you can go with a frozen banana. So I'll break that in half, throw it in there. Half a cup of organic frozen blueberries. I'm just eyeballing this, but I've measured it before. Half a cup of organic strawberries, frozen. 1 cup of organic unsweetened plain soy milk, where the only ingredient in this is organic soybeans. So no added sugar, no added salt, no other weird unknown ingredients. Next, I go with half a can of these organic aduki beans. So this is a 15-ounce can, so I'm putting about 7 ounces in there. There's no sodium added in here, so it's just the aduki beans. Organic hemp seeds. I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of the organic hemp seeds. Next, I add in my daily supplement. So I have a Future Kind essential for vegans. I had posted about this maybe a couple years ago. I still use it. It's vitamin B12, vitamin D3, and EPA/DHA. So these are the supplements I find hard to get on a whole foods plant-based diet, and it's just easier to supplement with. And then lastly, can't forget the greens. I have a 1-pound bag of petite baby bok choy right here, and I'm just gonna throw about 1/3 of the bag in there. It's about 5 ounces of bok choy. Jam it in there and let's blend it up. And we're good to go. And I'll tell you what, it makes it much easier when you have all the ingredients and the blender all in one spot. You can make the whole smoothie in like 5 minutes. And here's the end result. Yeah, pretty good. So I'm not a calorie counter or even a nutrient counter for the most part, but I do find it useful every once in a while to do an audit on the nutrients within your diet to get an idea if I have any nutritional deficiencies. So here's the macro and micronutrient content of my smoothie, and let's just go over that real quick. So let's start with calories. This smoothie contains about 700 calories, and if you're consuming a 2,000 calorie diet, which most people do, this is a great replacement for breakfast. It should be all you need. When we look at carbohydrates, the key thing that I like to look for is the fiber content. This contains about 30 grams of fiber in just this one smoothie. Now, the average American consumes about 15 grams, so this is double that. And while 30 grams of fiber does seem like a lot, I typically like to aim for at least 80 grams a day, so this is a good start. So moving over to lipids and fats, we can see that it does contain a lot of the healthy fats. The thing I like to look for are the omega-3s. Now, while this supplement does have EPA and DHA, which are omega-3s, most of this is actually coming from the hemp seeds. So that's why I found it useful useful to add in seeds to these smoothies. Moving over to protein, we can see 36 grams of protein adds more protein in the smoothie than most people would get if they were putting in refined protein powder. And if you look at all the essential amino acids, the 11 of them below that, we're almost meeting the daily goal for essential amino acids. So a lot of people are concerned about plants not being complete proteins, but if you look at this, we're definitely getting all the essential nutrients in this whole foods plant-based smoothie. Next, we can take a look at the vitamins. And remember that we're only consuming 33% of our daily calories, and we're over 33% on almost all of these vitamins and minerals that are going to be up next. Vitamin B12, that's where the supplement comes in. That's why that is so high. Tons of folate, vitamin A, vitamin C. Vitamin E is a little bit low, but we can make up for that by just eating some pumpkin seeds on our salad at lunch, and that should be good. And then from a mineral standpoint, we've also met a lot of our goals with copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus. The only thing that's a little bit low is sodium, but there's barely anybody in the United States who are low on sodium. So smoothie low in sodium is actually a good thing. So with only 33% of calories consumed, we've met almost all of our micronutrient goals for the day at breakfast. Plus, this data doesn't even calculate the abundance of antioxidants and phytochemicals, which there are plenty. And then I'll also note that I just rinse out my mouth with water after consuming a smoothie to help dilute and neutralize any of the acids that might be in the teeth. And if I'm planning to brush my teeth afterwards, I wait at least an hour to not brush away the enamel that might be in an endangered state. I got these tips from a video series Dr. Greger did back in 2015 on smoothies, where there's a ton of really good information on blood sugar levels, weight loss, and oral health. So here are my final thoughts. Don't get caught in the trap of consuming smoothies that only have one food group supplemented with refined protein powder. Plant diversity and nutrient density are your friends. That's why I like to add fruit, greens, seeds, beans, and appropriate supplementation. This makes up my smoothie for nutritional excellence. Thanks for stopping by this week, and if you haven't already, I have a link down in the description for my weekly newsletter where I cover the 3 most important things that I've read, watched, or listened to within the past week. So thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Oh, and every once in a while I add about 0.1 grams of kombu kelp flakes to my smoothie, maybe once or twice a week. Because if you're not consuming any added salt in your diet, if you've eliminated that, which is a healthy thing, then you're probably going to be missing out on iodine. So a little bit of kombu kelp can get that healthy iodine without the unhealthy sodium in your diet. So that too.